Hi Scrapbookers, Megan here with another process video. I'm going to use this one picture of my son Jonas on his birthday, and here's a couple of other things I'm going to be using possibly. And this is the Teresa Collins Tell Your Story collection, and this layout was a lot of fun to do. I don't do a whole lot of one picture layouts just because I like to get as many pictures on a page as I can so that I don't have a million pages. So for this layout, I decided I really wanted to focus on this picture of Jonas. And so I'm just pulling out a couple different things from Teresa Collins' collection. There's this nice kind of white background with gray on it with flowers, and I kind of like that one. But I also liked this blue with the polka dots on it. And so I'm going to end up using the blue with polka dots and that chevron card as well. So here I am just rounding the corners on that, and I'm going to mount this picture on that chevron background, but I'm going to cut it down first since I want the focus to be Jonas. And then I round the corners. And it's a pretty small picture now, so I'm just trying to look for other papers I can use to layer around the picture. And I kind of pull out a few Project Life cards. All of these are from a Studio Calico kit. I'm not exactly sure which one, so I'm sorry about that. But I just kind of play around with the layering of them. And I really like these Studio Calico wood veneers, the cameras, and so I'm going to use one of those. And I found this Amy Tangerine wood veneer camera, and I want to include that on this layout because this layout is funny to me. He had a train set that he got for his birthday from my grandparents, and there was this little station like gate thing that made a clicking noise, and he immediately started calling it a camera, and we just thought that that was so funny. So that's what this is a picture of. It's him holding the little station gate up to his eye and pretending it's a camera. So here I'm just putting together a little embellishment cluster down on the bottom right hand side. And there is a geo tag that has the letter 3, or number 3, and then a little camera sticker, chipboard sticker from Studio Calico. And that gray tag, it says "You Are Special" on it, and it was part of the Teresa Collins collection. And I have this kind of bluish, greenish arrow that kind of matched the blue of the background. So I thought about using that. And here I am just kind of fussing with the different embellishments in that bottom right corner. And I wanted to mat something on the back of that 3 so it wasn't so distracting. Like, I didn't want it to have the same, like have the background back there, because it kind of overlaps the "You Are Special" card and the background, so it looked kind of funny. So I just put on a chevron pattern on the back. And I was thinking about maybe doing washi tape instead, but I end up not choosing to do that. But I'm trying to find a washi tape to put down there along with it, and I find this bicycle, and I decide to do the bicycle. And here I start to glue stuff down. And this takes a while, so I apologize. I sped it up as much as I could. So I put a pop dot on the back of that geotag just to make sure that it would stay up all the way. And then I start gluing down all these layers. And I decide to cut this tag in half just because I don't need to use the whole thing, and so I can use it for another time. And so I place all the project life cards down, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to use on the side there because it looks kind of empty. And so I found this journaling card, a 3x4 project life card, and it just had lines on the back of it. And so I'm going to use that. I'm going to glue it down right there, and then I'm going to put the picture back on top of it so it's kind of hanging off a little bit on the side. And I'm fussing with that arrow again, and I'm not going to end up using it, but I really did like the way it looked. It just didn't work out. And so I'm trying to figure out where else to put this washi tape because I want to add it a couple more times on the layout. So I put it right there, and I'm going to glue that Amy Tangerine wood veneer camera down right there underneath the camera or the picture. And I also glue down one of those wood veneer paper clips cameras up at the top left. And I'm going to put some more of this washi tape down. And here I am just gluing down the wood veneer camera. And here I'm going to just glue down a few parts to the rest of the layout, making sure everything is secured. And I found this little vellum sticker sheet from Studio Calico, and I really liked it. So I pulled off this arrow, and it says like on it. And I'm trying to pick out some more embellishments to go along with the clusters that I have. I do my journaling here. I really wish that I had a typewriter because I hate my handwriting and I hate having to fuss with my printer in doing journaling on cards. So it would be nice to have a typewriter, but I haven't found one that I just love and need to have yet. So I'm still looking. So you can see I'm kind of taking a while to explain the journaling because sometimes I have a hard time saying what I'm thinking. I don't know if you're like that at all, but I am definitely like that. So now I'm just kind of trying to see if there's anything else I want to put down to embellish this layout, just going through my die cuts. And I pull out a couple pieces of paper and I decide to make them into little banners or arrow strips, I guess you could say. And I put them up there with the wood veneer camera. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do for the title. So I pulled out these Studio Calico, I think they're Amy Tangerine, I don't know. But I pulled these out and I'm going to use them to spell out the word camera. And the name of this layout is going to be called the Pretend Camera. Oh, they are Amy Tangerine. And I have some white Amy Tangerine stickers just exactly like that. And I'm going to use that as well. So I'm just kind of pulling out a bunch of different alphas, trying to figure out what I want to use to say the word pretend. So I'm thinking about using these ones. But again, I like to, I think on my last layout I said I don't really like to use alphas that are all different colors. I like to stick to alphas with the same color. So I pull out a couple pink ones and I think I'm going to use the pink. This is kind of like a pinkish orange. And it's from Tim and Beck for Studio Calico, I think. And so I'm going to spell out pretend. And there is like 5 different fonts on this sheet. So I'm trying to find all the same font. And so I finally decide on which one I want to use. And so I start putting it down. I'm just fussing with the letters a little bit, trying to make them perfect because I'm such a perfectionist. Which is kind of funny because I'm not a perfectionist in anything else in my life, just scrapbooking. And I add a little line to the end of the journaling. Which I probably didn't have to, but for some reason I felt like I needed to at that moment. And then I just add a little paper strip at the top just to kind of balance the top left-hand corner. And I think about using this the bicycle washi tape, but I end up not liking the way it looks. So I just set it back on there and I pull out a different pink color. And this one is pink and kind of yellowish, off-whitish, and it's diagonally striped, and I ended up liking that. So I place those down on there, and then I just cut off the top excess of the cardstock paper. And I'm just seeing where I can incorporate this washi tape into the layout in another spot, and I like it right there next to the journaling card. And I'm just kind of sitting here thinking and tapping my fingers, trying to figure out what else I'm going to do. And I wanted to add the word "the" to the title. And then I'm going to add some of this rhinestone bling next to the word camera. And also on the wood veneer camera up at the top left hand and underneath the photo. And that is everything. So thanks for watching, and here are some close-ups for you. Have a good day. Bye.